In what could be one of the most dangerous war escalations yet in the 3+ year Russia-Ukraine NATO proxy war conflict, in the early morning hours today, right outside the FSB headquarters in Moscow, one of Vladimir Putin's fleet of armored limousines exploded and then burned. It's being treated as some type of act of terrorism, especially because just 3 days ago, the dictator of Ukraine, Zelensky, said, oh, Putin's old, he'll be dead soon, or maybe dead sooner because of something else. So I'm not worried. This is all coming to an end.
Суспільство залежить, але і залежить від його років. Він помре скоро, це факт, і все закінчиться. Тобто його питання він може закінчити до того, як він, скажімо так, закінчить своє абсолютно безпечне і невдале історичне життя. І ось чого він боїться.
And we have the deputy head of the unelected EU Commission a month ago saying, oh, we're going to win this war with Russia and then break Russia up in 5 parts. And then, of course, 2 days ago, they had an emergency war summit, the UK, France, Zelensky, and others, and said, we're sending troops, meaning France and England, directly into Ukraine to fight the Russians directly. Now, advisors have already been there throughout the last 3 years. But now they're saying, oh, if any of our troops get killed, we count that as an act of war against those NATO nations. Now, many NATO nations are refusing to pony up the tens of billions of dollars for the war. They see Trump's pressure. They want to bring it to an end. But over 30 different organizations like NATO, the EU bureaucracy itself, and countries like the UK and France, the Netherlands, Sweden, say they intend to go directly to war with Russia. Now, back in August of 2022, Alexander Dugin's daughter, Daria Dugina, was blown up in Moscow. He was supposedly going to be in the car, but he took another car. He saw his daughter blown up in front of him. What horrific images, as the philosopher and political analyst sat there and literally watched his daughter burn up in a car that had just been destroyed by explosives. And of course, the Ukrainian government was very, very proud of what they did. So this is a very serious situation. NATO for 15 years has been starting this fight. We have people like George Soros bragging about it. NATO has totally encircled Russia. They just had a coup in Romania when they elected a president who wanted to not be part of the war. This is all out in the open now. This is total tyranny. And now France, the UK, and other nations are sending troops directly in to fight the Russians. I just pray that President Trump, Putin, and others can somehow de-escalate this, but there is now no intention by major members of NATO and others to ever stop this war, because they've admitted it is politically how they want to try to stay in power as the unelected EU bureaucracy. The Commission comes under more and more heat as populist movements expand. They've said, we want to have a war to crack down domestically and be able to hold a nuclear war gun to the population of the world's heads if we don't go along with their system. So yes, Trump and other populist leaders are winning elections all over the world. People are really waking up, but the globalists are trying to accelerate this global crisis into total war in an attempt to maintain control of society and the narrative. Thank you for watching. I hope that you will follow me on X here at Alex Jones, and also tune into the weekday show, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., where I break down all this information and more. You'll find the other InfoWars shows as well at Infowars.com/show. Thank you so much. Now it's up to all of you to research these facts, find out they're true, reach out to representatives and others, and say we want this war to come to an end now. Listeners and viewers have been saying, where is Nitric Boost? We love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Nitric Boost is a known national best-selling bodybuilding formula out for over a decade. But we repurposed it because we looked at what top researchers and scientists were saying is so good for your cardiovascular system to clean out your blood, the whole system, and we launched Nitric Boost 4 years ago. Well, it's now exclusively available at realalexjones.com. I'm not going to spend an hour describing how amazing it is. So look at the ingredients for yourself. It's incredible. It's so good for your stamina, libido, focus, energy. It is amazing. Everybody should be on Nitric Boost, and it helps detox as well. And separately, this sold out at thealexjonestore.com. They held some back at the sister site, realalexjones.com, the tip of the spear, trench knife with the blacked out brass knuckles, the skull crusher, and more. Get yours now. There's only a few hundred left at realalexjones.com, and it funds the tip of the spear in the fight against the globalist. Again, I'm so thankful for all your support. Help us stay on the air at realalexjones.com. Get your knife, your nitric boost as well.